Hi friends, welcome back again. So today we are here again with a new topic, and that topic would be ICH Q10. So what if I tell you that is there a secret blueprint to revolutionize your pharmaceutical quality system? Yes, ICH Q10 isn't just another guideline. It is a foundational framework for excellence in drug manufacturing. Join us, we unveil the key aspects of ICH Q10 and discover how understanding them can unlock unparalleled quality and efficiency in your operations. So, it will be a two-part series where we will be covering this ICH Q10. So, in this first part, we will be covering the basic things, very basic things, even ordinary man who is not associated with so much with pharmaceuticals, but he takes pills on regular basis or on irregular basis, he can understand what is the blueprint, how to manufacture these pills. So from any company it comes in, it is of having similar quality. So how that ICH is designed and defined. So do you know uh, the three things which are important for this ICH Q10? Do you know the four elements or how of the ICH Q10 system? Please be with this video till the end to know all of this. So we start this video, and before starting, please like, share, and subscribe. So let's start our ICH Q10 or the secret blueprint.
Hey there, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something we all take for granted, the medicine in our cabinets. There's this incredible, kind of invisible system that makes sure every pill is safe and effective no matter where it was made. It's a global blueprint for our health, so let's dive in and see how it works. It's something you probably never even think about, right? You open a bottle of medicine, and you just trust that every single pill inside is exactly what it's supposed to be. But how? How does a company guarantee that same quality across millions or even billions of doses? Well, the answer isn't just trust us. Nope. It's all about a super structured, internationally agreed upon framework called the Pharmaceutical Quality System, or PQS for short. This thing is basically the master plan for quality in the entire pharmaceutical world. Okay, so what is this thing really? At its heart, it's all about a guideline called ICH Q10. And this isn't just some boring old rulebook. Think of it more like a universal translator for quality, getting everyone from regulators in Japan to manufacturers in Ireland to speak the exact same language. Now, to really get what makes this blueprint so special, you have to understand how it's different from what came before, something called Good Manufacturing Practices, or GMPs. For years, GMPs have been the foundation, the specific local rules for manufacturing, but ICHQ10 doesn't get rid of them. Instead, it builds right on top of them, creating one single global system that manages quality through a product's entire life. And here's where things get really interesting. HICQ10 goes way beyond just the factory floor. It introduces this huge idea, the product life cycle view. What that means is quality isn't just something you check for during manufacturing. It's a constant focus, from the very first design of a medicine all the way to the day it's taken off the market. So this whole life cycle plays out over four key stages. It all starts with development, where quality gets literally designed right into the product from the get-go. Then you've got technology transfer. That's all about making sure nothing gets lost in translation when you go from a small lab to a massive factory. Next up is commercial manufacturing, the day in, day out production. And get this, the system even covers the very end, product discontinuation, making sure everything wraps up safely. Okay, so you have this massive, complex system, but what's the point? What's it all for? Well, it actually all boils down to three really clear, really powerful goals. That's right, just three. And that simplicity is honestly what makes it so powerful. Let's break them down. Goal number one is all about achieving product realization. Now, that sounds a little jargony, I know, but the idea is super simple. Can you build a system that always delivers the exact product you promised? It's about meeting the needs of patients, doctors, regulators, everyone. It's about making that promise real every single time. Next up, Goal 2, establish and maintain a state of control. Think of it like flying a plane on autopilot. You're constantly getting data and making tiny adjustments to make sure you stay exactly on course. It's about knowing, not just hoping, that every batch meets the absolute highest standards. And finally, the third goal is to facilitate continual improvement. Because here's the thing, a great quality system never just sits there. It's a living thing, always looking for ways to get better. It's designed to actively hunt down opportunities to improve the product, the process, and even the system itself. All right, so that's the why, those 3 big goals. Now for the how. How does the system actually do all this? Well, it's powered by 4 fundamental system elements. These are the engines that make the whole thing run. Yeah, these are like the 4 legs of the table. You've got your systems for monitoring how things are going, a system for managing any changes, a process called KIPA for when things go wrong, and then a management review to make sure the whole thing is actually working like it should. Okay, let's zoom in on that one for a second. CAPA. It stands for Corrective and Preventative Action, and you can basically think of it as the system's detective and repair crew all in one. When something goes sideways, CAPA is the formal process for figuring out what happened, why it happened, and most importantly, making sure it can never, ever happen again. Look, you can have the best blueprint in the world, but it's just paper without people to make it happen. And ICH Q10 is crystal clear about who's in the driver's seat. It's got to be the folks at the very top. I mean, the guideline says it right there in black and white. Senior management has the ultimate responsibility. That's not something they can just pass off to someone else. It means that a commitment to quality has to be part of the company's DNA, and it has to be led from the front with real resources and real visible support. Okay, we've covered a lot. The blueprint, the life cycle, the goals, the leaders. But let's bring it all home. What does all of this stuff actually mean for you and me, for the patient? This is really the payoff. Because everyone's speaking the same language of quality, regulators can be more efficient, which can mean we get access to new quality medicines faster. And because the whole system is obsessed with getting better, the supply of our medicines becomes way more reliable. Plus, because it's a smart system, not just a bunch of rigid rules, it actually encourages companies to innovate and develop the next big breakthrough. So, if there's one thing to remember, it's this. The pharmaceutical quality system isn't just another boring regulation. It's a whole philosophy. It's a unified global framework that watches over the quality of a medicine from its very first spark of an idea in a lab to the very last dose that gets taken. And that kind of leaves us with one last big question to chew on, right? Now that we have this incredible global system for quality, what's next? What's the next big hurdle we need to clear to make sure every single person on this planet is safe and has the medicine they need? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for listening.